This movie is excellent on every level possible.
This is a beautiful movie with great performances in it.
Images from this film stay in my mind.
I think it's just almost like a perfect movie.
It is definitely an essential.
The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1945. There's a great mystique, I think, to this movie, due in large part to the black and white cinematography of Harry Stradling Sr.
I think this is an example of how important casting is.
This is very early Angela Lansbury. She's wonderful in this.
We don't need to agree on the film for it to be an essential.
It's more than a painting. It's part of myself.
As soon as you're varnished and framed, Dorian, you will be sent home. Then you can do whatever you like with yourself.
You better send along the Egyptian cat. I don't think the god and the picture should be separated.
I will if Dorian wants it.
If only the picture could change, and I could be always what I am now. For that, I would give everything. Yes, there's nothing in the whole world I would not give. I would give my soul for that.
Picture of Dorian Gray. I'm not sure that we agree on this one as being an essential necessarily. I mean, I think it's a little more essential than you do.
Yeah, because I don't think it's an essential.
And why don't you think so?
Boy, I just don't think it works. I think it's a real clear-cut example of how important casting is. I don't know what it would have been, and I hate to speak badly about any actor, but I believe that the lead actor is just, let me put it this way, dreadful. How's that?
Hurd Hatfield.
Yeah, Hurd Hatfield. And maybe he was great in other things.
Hurd.
Please forgive me,
yes.
Hurd. But the character should have a transition between when he's pure and a good, sweet, kind person, and he sells his soul to the devil or the painting, and it calls for a performance. And that's, you know, this is an example. If you don't hire someone who can carry the weight of that, then your film doesn't work.
Well, I think he's very interesting in it. His kind of mask-like look and all of that. Although I will say, I agree with you. I think that Peter Lawford, who's also in the film, would have been a much better choice because Peter Lawford is extremely handsome. And he has a great personality and stuff, and you can understand why people would be so drawn to Dorian Gray.
There has to be some life to the man at the beginning that people are drawn to. What an interesting, wonderful, sweet man he is. There to be something that draws people to want to be friends with him, that then you watch him change. Right.
But I do think this has kind of a mystique to it. I love the black and white cinematography by Harry Stradling Sr. And I think it's got a very mysterious mood to it. It's a great example of George Sanders' work.
Well, George Sanders is just always, he's good. So to me, you can watch it just to see him do anything.
So this is
read the phone book.
One of the pluses for me was that.
There's such a little time that your youth will last, and you can never get it back. As we grow older, our memories are haunted by the exquisite temptations we hadn't the courage to yield to.
And also, I love Angela Lansbury.
Me too.
And this is early Angela.
Early Angela, and the first time that you were ever able to hear Angela's wonderful singing voice.
One of the few times, yes,
dubbed.
because...
And it's lovely.
Goodbye, little yellow bird. I'd rather brave the cold.
But still, to me, that's not enough.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's enough. And so I thank you for letting us have it as one of the essentials.
Absolutely.
Because I think there's a lot to be said for it. I love these sets. As I said, I love the kind of mood it creates.
Well, it's a classic story. You have to know the story. It's Oscar Wilde.
And that's another fascinating thing.
Dorian Gray. Yes, it's classic. You have to know what that story is.
There's a lot of classic aspects to it. So, well, let's have a look and let everybody make their own mind up about this one.
I agree.
Okay. Here's the film, essential for many reasons, certainly including Angela Lansbury. What was only her third movie, from 1945, The Picture of Dorian Gray.